said he wasn't no angel though. I mean, his little horns stuck out his head sometimes too. Let me see. Yeah, see, another thing A didn't touch on is when he didn't touch on when they kidnapped the little boy. Right. How I was in Florida at the time. And nobody touched on that. And when I came back in town, and they was talking about this $500,000, how I gave Rich $100,000 because he didn't have all the money.
Okay.
Nobody mentioned that, how I had to give him $100,000. See, one thing people didn't know about Rich, he had the jewelry, he had the nice cars, but his bankroll wasn't as strong as mine.
Right.
His bankroll wasn't as strong as mine. Because, I mean, Rich had nice things. I mean, Rich dressed fly. You know, his clothes was expensive. He dressed fly. He was into all that. But his bankroll wasn't as strong as mine because I was out of town doing my thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I had to give him $100,000. He was trying to make deals for his little brother when the people, at the time we didn't know it was preaching him, but when they was talking about sending him this ransom for $500,000 and this and that, he wasn't trying to give that up.
He wasn't trying to get the money out.
He wasn't trying to give up $500,000. He was like, yo, let's come down in the price and all that. Like he buying a car. I'm like, Rich, this is your little brother. But then it came a point where, unless we was going at these people with the guns and all that, I really didn't have much more to do with it. This is your little brother, you know. But here's $100,000, and whatever else you're gonna do. So one thing about Rich, he kept work. So to him, as long as he had work, he had money.
Right.
You know what I mean? As long as he had bricks, he had money. But he had a nice stash, though. He had a nice stash, but again, it wasn't as strong as mine. But he kept the work, though. So he felt that kind of like evened it out, like.
Right, as long as he had work, he had money.
He had money, and I guess he had nice jewelry, he had nice cars and all that. So something like this to come about, you know, he wasn't trying to just give it up like that. Even though he had it, but he wasn't trying to. I believe he had, but he wasn't trying to. He wasn't trying to give up no $500,000 for his little brother. He wasn't, and a lot of people don't know that. You know, a lot of people don't know that. They had to be but A knew that.